Hey guys, Dr. J here. I recently discovered RetroAchievements, a site that adds achievement support to classic games that didn't originally have any. Apparently, it's been around for a while, so I'm honestly not sure how I missed it until now. I love unlocking achievements and revisiting classic games, especially from the PS2 era, so I decided to create guides showing you how to unlock these new achievements. I'm kicking things off with the Onimusha series because of the announcement of a brand new Onimusha game releasing in 2026. The first game, Onimusha Warlords, already has a remastered version with achievements, but the RetroAchievements' version is a bit different. Also, I will include a brief story recap, so heads up, if you're looking to avoid spoilers, this might not be the right video for you. Alright, without further ado, let's dive right in. The game opens at the Battle of Okehazama, where our protagonist, Akechi Samanosuke, battles against the forces of Oda Nobunaga, who was a real historical figure, by the way. Samanosuke was inspired by Akechi Hidemitsu, son-in-law of Akechi Mitsuhide, the man responsible for Oda Nobunaga's downfall. Although, historically, Nobunaga wasn't directly killed by Mitsuhide, he committed seppuku after realizing he couldn't escape the betrayal. Anyway, at Okehazama, Nobunaga defeated Imagawa Yoshimoto. But here, the game's intro takes some creative liberties. Nobunaga himself is also killed during the battle, which never happened in reality. Sometime later, Samanosuke receives an urgent letter from his childhood friend, Princess Yuki of the Saito clan, who fears dark forces lurking within Inabayama Castle, a castle historically attacked by Nobunaga's army. Samanosuke rushes to her aid, but sadly arrives too late, finding Princess Yuki already captured by mysterious attackers. We also witness Nobunaga somehow resurrected from the dead. Following this cinematic, Samanosuke and his ninja companion Kaede chase after Yuki's kidnappers. When Samanosuke catches up, he realizes the assailants aren't human, they're monstrous creatures. Despite his efforts, he is quickly overwhelmed, and a massive beast nearly kills him in one strike, abducting Princess Yuki as Samanosuke loses consciousness. Samanosuke dreams of a voice explaining that these creatures are Genma, demons impossible for humans to defeat. But the mysterious Oni clan grants him their power, embodied in the Oni Gauntlet. This gauntlet gives him the strength to defeat and capture the souls of Genma. Awakening with newfound determination and powers, Samanosuke vows to rescue Princess Yuki. Samanosuke continues the pursuit, but quickly learns that the Genma have launched an assault on Inabayama Castle, and its defenders won't be able to hold out much longer. Samanosuke swiftly takes down the first zombie warriors he encounters, using a powerful technique called Isen, a counterattack capable of instantly defeating any non-boss enemy. Grateful survivors then share hidden shortcuts throughout the forest, guiding him towards the castle's keep. At the forest's end, Samanosuke is ambushed by creatures known as Three Eyes. After a challenging fight, he defeats them and enters a hidden cave, descending through an opening into an underground temple. Inside the temple, Samanosuke battles more of these fierce creatures, acquiring a map from a chest. He then finds a journal written by a monk named Sougen, explaining that the Oni Gauntlet becomes stronger each time it absorbs the souls of defeated Genma, offering immense power to those who master it. Exploring further, he encounters additional zombie warriors and discovers valuable collectibles, including fluorite crystals and decoding books. These items are essential for unlocking certain achievements and solving puzzle chests scattered throughout the game. In the next room, after breaking some pots, Samanosuke finds another collectible, a journal that tells the story of Seiryu, Master Sougen's apprentice. Collecting all 6 journals is required for another achievement. Continuing onward, Samanosuke finds the Thunder Orb, his first magic weapon, immediately unlocking the Raizan achievement. This orb not only grants him magic abilities, but also serves as a key to open special doors. Shortly afterward, he solves a simple numeric puzzle to open a box, obtaining a rope ladder he will use later in his quest. Exiting the temple, he finds his first magic jewel, a collectible that boosts magic capacity, but must refrain from using it to unlock an achievement for finishing the game without enhancements. Samanosuke soon reaches the castle, discovering another puzzle box. Solving it grants him a power jewel, and nearby he discovers a magic mirror, allowing him to save progress and upgrade equipment using red orbs dropped by defeated Genma. Performing Isen attacks significantly increases orb drops, including yellow healing orbs. Using the power of the Thunder Orb, known as Raizan, specifically its Shiden portion, Samanosuke opens his first Genma-sealed door. However, stronger locks ahead will require upgrading the Shiden. Upon entering the castle's gates, he faces another new type of Genma, the Bazoo. They are not much harder to defeat than the zombie warriors, but usually attack in groups. Just to the right of the courtyard gate, Samanosuke finds the map of the castle's southern area. In the southern courtyard, Samanosuke battles more Bazoos and encounters his first Parabazoo. These boo-like demons can only be defeated by using a normal Isen instead of the deflect Isen. This makes them significantly harder to defeat than the other enemies. Not being able to use deflect Isen leaves Samanosuke vulnerable if he mistimes his attack. Samanosuke spends some additional time defeating Genma in the southern courtyard to collect more red orbs. These orbs can be used to upgrade the magic on his weapons. He then proceeds through the side door, as the main castle gate remains sealed by Genma magic. At this time, he doesn't yet possess the magic needed to unlock it. Next, Samanosuke saves one of the few remaining castle defenders from zombie warriors. The grateful samurai rewards him with an herb and reveals that the giant monster who took Princess Yuki escaped beneath the dry mud. Samanosuke uses the rope ladder from the puzzle box and continues the chase. At the bottom, he reaches a large gate, along with a magic mirror and another puzzle box. Inside the puzzle box, he finds another power jewel. Afterward, he decides to upgrade the Shiden to level 2, since he has plenty of red orbs. Upgrading the magic will help him open higher level doors. It also makes boss fights easier, since we can't upgrade the blade because of a specific achievement. It is the same achievement that forbids using power or magic jewels. Samanosuke continues through the gate to find the massive Genma that kidnapped Princess Yuki waiting for him. This time, the Genma clearly intends to finish him off. The fight against Osric isn't particularly challenging. Samanosuke immediately used magic attacks twice. Though not enough to defeat Osric outright, Samanosuke followed up with normal attacks. Most of Osric's attacks can be blocked, except one. Eventually, Osric is defeated. This unlocks the second achievement. After absorbing Osric's souls, Samanosuke noticed the door he'd used to enter was sealed shut, the same way the castle's main gate was. Because of this, he explored the small corridor behind Osric's body, where he discovered a chest containing Seiryu's second journal. In it, Seiryu detailed the tragic end of his master. Although his master managed to defeat the Genma, he eventually succumbed to his wounds, sacrificing himself to seal the gateway to the Genma realm. Samanosuke then proceeded through the door, following the corridor, until he discovered another hidden fluorite concealed behind a pot. Continuing along the corridor, he eventually came upon another door. When he stepped into the next room, he encountered a strange Genma performing grotesque experiments on a human corpse. The Genma was extremely irritated by Samanosuke's intrusion, and before sending out one of his creations to eliminate him, he revealed that he was responsible for Nobunaga's resurrection. He also disclosed that Nobunaga had willingly made a pact with the Genma in exchange for his own life. Afterwards, this Genma, named Guildenstern, escaped, leaving behind a Reynaldo to deal with Samanosuke. Reynaldos are particularly troublesome enemies. Just like Barabazus, we can't perform Deflect Essence against them. Even worse, normal attacks cause them to split repeatedly, at least for a limited number of times. Regardless, Samanosuke defeated the Reynaldo and discovered the Enryu, his second magic weapon, next to the altar where Guildenstern conducted his experiments. This also unlocked the third achievement. Finding nothing else, Samanosuke retraced his steps to where he had slain Osric, only to discover the corridor now infested by Bazoos. After defeating them, he returned to Osric's corpse, only to encounter another surprise, a new type of Genma called Geran. Gerans are incredibly annoying, preferring to stay just out of melee range while absorbing souls left by other Genma. To make matters worse, they'll flee after a short time, causing you to permanently lose any souls they've collected. On the upside, defeating them quickly will multiply the souls they've absorbed, making them ideal for soul farming. Samanosuke returned to the room with the magic mirror, retrieved medicine from a chest hidden in a crate, and upgraded the koen, the magic component of the Enryu, to level 2, as well as the shiden to level 3. Now, capable of opening the castle's main gate, he began making his way back, only to be ambushed by several Three Eyes. After dispatching them, he climbed the rope ladder and found a Barabazu and a Geran guarding the entrance to the south courtyard. He managed to kill the Geran just before it escaped, netting a large amount of red orbs. Back in the south courtyard, Samanosuke defeated several more Bazus on his way to the castle's main gate. Upon entering the main hall, he realized the castle had already fallen, overrun by the Genma. Waiting for him was a new type of Genma, the long-armed demon. You can deflect Isen then, but beware, they have a particularly nasty grab attack that's nearly impossible to dodge. Exploring a side room, Samanosuke found the castle's map, another magic mirror, an endless magic fountain, and a strange figure who silently stared at him. Samanosuke chose to ignore this mysterious figure for now, and instead upgraded the koen to level 3 with his abundant red orbs. This would make future boss battles considerably easier. Returning to the main hall, he discovered the Genma had respawned, defeated them again, and continued deeper into the castle. In the next room, he witnessed a young boy being pursued by a short samurai, who introduced himself as Tokichiro Kinoshita, better known as Hideyoshi Toyotomi, a trusted ally of Nobunaga himself. He offered Samanosuke a job, but Samanosuke firmly declined. Unfazed, Hideyoshi simply replied they'd meet again soon, before departing. Samanosuke opened a nearby chest, discovering some normal arrows, useful if he could find a bow. Inside another chest in the next room, he found the third of Saimyo's journals. It described Saimyo's desperate attempts to escape the cave, wandering for days until he stumbled upon a horrific sight. The Genma were feasting on the abducted humans' corpses. Driven by hunger and desperation, Saimyo waited helplessly for any leftover scraps. Saimyo knew he had reached a new low, but felt powerless to change his grim fate. After reading, Samanosuke returned to the previous room, defeated the newly spawned Genma, and unlocked another sealed door using the Enryu. Another Three Eyes ambush awaited him, but Samanosuke dispatched them effortlessly. He continued deeper into the castle, passing by a strange-looking door, and soon encountered Kaede and the little boy again. The boy revealed his name was Yumemaru, but distrustful, he quickly ran away once more. Samanosuke urged Kaede to follow Yumemaru, while he pressed on in search of Princess Yuki. In the next room, Samanosuke swiftly dispatched several zombie warriors and Three Eyes. Nearby, he found another fluorite beside the stairs and an herb inside a chest. In the room beneath the staircase was another decoding book, and inside the puzzle box he discovered a bow. Samanosuke climbed to the second floor, where he found a power jewel inside a pail in an adjacent room. He then faced a challenging battle against several Three Eyes and a long-armed demon. After defeating them, he entered a door leading back to the main hall's second floor and used his bow to save a group of friendly samurai under attack by zombie warriors. Samanosuke opened another sealed door with the Enryu and ventured further into the castle. In the next room, after breaking a crate, he found more normal arrows inside the chest, and under the staircase, he discovered yet another fluorite. Heading upstairs again, Samanosuke located another decoding book, a chest filled with more arrows, and another magic mirror. He unlocked yet another door sealed by Genma magic with the Enryu, reuniting with Kaede. Kaede explains that Yumemaru was a farmer's orphaned son, brought to the castle by Princess Yuki, who treated him as her own brother. Soon after, Samanosuke and Kaede found themselves trapped, forced to solve a series of puzzles in order to escape. In the first puzzle room, they obtained the Holy Armor, unlocking an achievement. In the second room, Samanosuke quickly solved the puzzle by lighting all the candles with the koen. The third puzzle was far more treacherous. They had to carefully follow a specific path, knowing one misstep would send them falling into a pit of spikes. After successfully navigating through, Samanosuke suddenly found himself trapped in a rapidly flooding chamber, and Kaede had to urgently solve another puzzle to save his life. She pulled it off just in time, saving Samanosuke from drowning and unlocking another achievement. In the next room, Samanosuke discovered a Poo tab that disabled all traps and opened the ceiling hatch. Kaede said she'd go look for more clues to understand why Kinoshita Tokichiro was after Yumemaru. Upstairs, Samanosuke found a locked door and began searching for a way to open it. After descending a couple of ladders, he found a chest containing another power jewel. On the same floor, he found a room holding the right half of the Saito clan crest, essential for unlocking the door upstairs. He also discovered the Red Book, likely authored by Guildenstern, revealing that history's greatest conquerors had secretly allied with the Genma, sacrificing countless innocents for access to Genma technology. Samanosuke then returned to the first ladder and climbed down further, discovering Saimyo's fourth journal hidden behind a scroll. The journal described the horrifying birth of the Genma, clearly showing Saimyo had lost his sanity. Besides the journal, he also located the left half of the Saito clan crest. Now, with both halves, he could finally unlock the door. Beyond this door, he saw Yumemaru captured by the Three Eyes. Before he could act, Kinoshita Tokichiro reappeared, offering one final chance to serve Oda Nobunaga. Samanosuke refused again, prompting Tokichiro to issue a dire threat. Tokichiro revealed that the Dark Ceremony was imminent, where Nobunaga would drink Princess Yuki's blood from her skull to gain the power to dominate the world. Enraged, Samanosuke rushed forward to save Yumemaru. Inside the room, he found the next Fluorite and another decoding book. Continuing onward, he defeated an ambush by the Three Eyes, collected additional arrows, and climbed another staircase. On the top floor, he fought some more Three Eyes, and also encountered a Genma-sealed door he couldn't yet open. In the nearby room, he discovered a chest containing a medicine, more decoding books, and another Oni gauntlet. The gauntlet was useful only for absorbing red orbs, and near it, Samanosuke found a magic mirror and another staircase leading to the castle's rooftop, where another of Guildenstern's creations awaited him, a formidable boss named Marcellus. With swift magical attacks from his weapons, Samanosuke quickly defeated Marcellus. Marcellus's defeat unlocked yet another achievement and granted Samanosuke the third and final magic weapon, Shippuu, marking another milestone. Returning to the magic mirror, Samanosuke fully upgraded Shippuu's magic, discovering that the souls he'd collected had upgraded his Oni gauntlet, allowing faster soul absorption. Fortunately, he'd gathered enough red orbs to maximize Shippuu's magic to level 3, unlocking another achievement, fully enhancing the magic of all three weapons. Samanosuke returned to the door he'd previously been unable to open and finally unlocked it. Inside, he found Yumemaru lying unconscious. When Yumemaru came to, he pleaded with Samanosuke to rescue Princess Yuki. Samanosuke reassured him that he would, then shared a memory from when his uncle Mitsuhide had encouraged him to travel and see the world. In reality, Mitsuhide was actually Samanosuke's father-in-law. As he finished reminiscing, a mysterious woman named Nui burst into the room, informing them that Princess Yuki was being held captive underground. Samanosuke instructed Kaede to watch over Yumemaru and Nui, then immediately left to search for Princess Yuki. Returning to the main hall, he encountered several bazzoos blocking his path and swiftly dispatched them. He rescued another friendly samurai and gathered the items left by the others he had saved, including some herbs and, most importantly, a magic jewel. Suddenly ambushed by a large group of bazzoos, Samanosuke fought them off with relative ease, though their numbers made the battle lengthy. Eventually, he unlocked another Genbu sealed door, overcame an ambush by more of the Three Eyes, and discovered another of Guildenstern's books. This volume contained Guildenstern's admiration for Nobunaga's ruthless ambition and intelligence. After reading it, Samanosuke discovered an altar acting as a gateway, one that required all three magic weapons to open. Passing through, he descended into the castle's basement. In the first accessible room, he found a chest containing an herb and a magic mirror. Strange vines blocked his path, but after cutting through them, he confronted and defeated a Reynaldo lying in wait. After the fight, he discovered two more of Guildenstern's books and another decoding book. Samanosuke continued exploring the basement, battling more Reynaldos along the way. After eliminating all enemies, he returned to the door in the middle of the corridor, found the basement map, cut a rope holding a weight, and retrieved the Rosary of Communication. This artifact enabled him to speak with the spirits of the dead, who could offer guidance on his journey. Fighting off more respawned Reynaldos, he proceeded through the only remaining door. In this room, he found the Purifier Bell, but taking it triggered a trap, which he skillfully navigated. Samanosuke then returned to the room with the magic mirror, defeated another Reynaldo, and made his way back to where he'd initially entered the basement. Now equipped with the Purifier Bell, he dispelled the spirits blocking the next door and opened it. Inside, three long-armed demons ambushed him, and after a challenging battle, he defeated them. Pressing forward, Samanosuke soon encountered more Reynaldos blocking his path. After defeating them, he entered an unlocked room, where he found another chest containing an herb and the final book written by Guildenstern, detailing the various classes of demons. This discovery also unlocked an achievement for collecting all 5 of Guildenstern's books. Samanosuke returned to the previous room, only to discover that the 2 Reynaldos had already respawned, and now a third one had joined them. After defeating them again, he used the Shippuu to unlock the Genbu sealed door. In the next room, he found a Fluorite inside an Iron Maiden, but was immediately ambushed by a long-armed demon. Nearly choked to death, he fought desperately, ultimately defeating the creature. Searching further, he discovered another decoding book, along with the first of 2 Apocalypse books. It described the Dark Ceremony and explained why Princess Yuki was chosen. Finally, he solved another puzzle box, retrieving the blue key from within. With the blue key in hand, Samanosuke returned to the room filled with Reynaldos, only to find that a long-armed demon had appeared. Avoiding unnecessary combat, he retreated to the previous room, defeated another long-armed demon, and collected yet another Fluorite. He then unlocked a nearby door with the blue key and encountered Tokichiro once more. After Samanosuke refused his offer again, he was suddenly struck by a paralyzing beam emitted from the altar, trapping him helplessly. Meanwhile, back with Kaede, Nui revealed her true intentions and kidnapped Yumemaru, while an imposter disguised as Samanosuke knocked Kaede unconscious. Samanosuke was pulled into an unknown place, powerless to stop what had just unfolded. It was now up to Kaede to rescue Yumemaru. A dying samurai warned her of monsters emerging from the West Prison and handed her a red key to access the area. Kaede rushed towards the prison. Unlike Samanosuke, she lacked the Oni gauntlet and couldn't confront the Genma directly, forcing her to evade them when possible. After opening the door with the red key, she found an herb inside the chest. As Three Eyes pursued her relentlessly, she still managed to locate 2 more fluorites, one of which was next to another Genma-sealed door. Despite taking damage from pursuing Genma, Kaede narrowly escaped, eventually arriving at the bottom of a well. There, she encountered the mysterious silent figure once again, but with no answers offered, she continued towards the West Prison. Despite being so weak, she bravely rescued a friendly samurai using her kunai. Grateful, he rewarded her with a soul absorber, an item useless to her, but invaluable for Samanosuke. Moving forward, Kaede evaded another ambush by the Three Eyes and replenished her kunai supplies. Using her shinobi kit, she opened another locked door, discovering a puzzle box containing a magic jewel, along with a magic mirror nearby. Near the West Prison entrance, she found a strange gear next to a corpse, though its purpose remained unclear. With the prison entrance blocked by an unusual mechanism, she returned to the samurai she had earlier rescued. She went through the door next to the zombie archers. Inside, she found a chest containing a map of the western area, a magical fountain, and another magic mirror. Kaede used her shinobi kit to unlock another nearby door, ignoring the Genma-locked one. She proceeded down an alleyway until reaching what appeared to be an abandoned office. Inside, she found the 5th of Saimyo's journals, discussing the gate to the Genma world, another decoding book, and a strange device missing a gear. Fortunately, she had already found it and quickly repaired the contraption. Now that the mechanism was complete, she activated it, causing the cupboard to move aside, revealing a hidden room. Inside, she discovered another fluorite and the first key to the West Prison. She also found another decoding book. With nothing else to do there, she exited the office and entered the door on the opposite side. She encountered a furnace room with a puzzle that required precise timing to pass safely through the doors between the bursts of fire. After successfully getting past the flames, Kaede broke open some crates and found another herb, as well as the second key needed to open the gate to the West Prison. With everything necessary now in hand, she started making her way back. At the West Prison, she placed both plates into slots beside the gate and entered. Despite the prison being on fire, Kaede took a moment to check a side room, discovering another fluorite, before proceeding upstairs. There, she encountered another puzzle box, which, upon solving, yielded the sacred knife, a weapon powerful enough to fight the Genma. This also unlocked another achievement. Returning to the main floor, she defeated several Genma and found another decoding book, along with some kunai. After collecting these items, Kaede returned to the entrance of the West Prison and descended into the basement. Thanks to the sacred knife, she was able to destroy the strange vines that were blocking her way and entered another room. There, she finally found Princess Yuki. But before Kaede could open the cell, Guildenstern appeared and once again took the princess away. Kaede was left to face a Vochi man, a new type of Genma capable of becoming invisible. Fortunately, it wasn't particularly strong, and she defeated it easily. Meanwhile, Samanosuke found himself transported to the depths of a mysterious cave. With no other option, he pressed forward and soon found medicine inside a chest next to a magic mirror. Shortly after, he encountered his doppelganger, the same one who had knocked Kaede unconscious. In a brief but intense fight, Samanosuke used his magic attacks to defeat this Genma known as Stylado, unlocking another achievement. Venturing deeper into the cave, he found a chest containing an evil plate and a wooden ladder. He used the ladder to escape, realizing he'd been inside a well that led him back to the room where he'd originally discovered the bow. Samanosuke headed directly for the strange-looking door where he'd first encountered Kaede and Yumemaru, using the evil plate he found to unlock it. Behind this door, he discovered Nui with Yumemaru. Nui revealed herself to be a Genma, transforming into a monstrous, insect-like creature. Suddenly, a gateway to the Genma world appeared. Nui escaped through it with Yumemaru, taunting Samanosuke that he could never save Yumemaru or Princess Yuki, as a magical barrier blocked his pursuit. Neither he nor Kaede could break through it. Unable to breach the barrier, they decided to split up again to find another solution. Samanosuke chose to search outside the castle, now that the path to the western area was open. Before leaving the castle, he encountered yet another new type of Genma. This dark-armored demon was an upgraded form of the long-armed demon, but despite its upgrade, it was actually easier to defeat. Because it lacked the powerful grab attack of its predecessor, after defeating all the Genma in the main hall, Samanosuke returned to the room with the magic mirror. There, the mysterious figure appeared once more. This time, he offered to send Samanosuke into the Dark Realm, a dangerous place filled with Genma, but rich in valuable items. Samanosuke accepted without hesitation. He was transported to a challenging gauntlet, tasked with defeating all the Genma across 20 floors of the Dark Realm. This proved especially challenging due to the Blunt Sword Sharp Mind achievement, which limited his magic and weakened his swords. To survive against tougher Genma, he relied heavily on Issen. He had to fully clear the Dark Realm not just once, but 3 times. The first run was necessary to gather the 3 Fluorites and the Bishamon Ocarina on floor 20. The next 2 runs were purely for accumulating enough Genma kills to achieve an S rank. Items obtained during his Dark Realm journey included a Fluorite from floor 6, medicine from floor 9, another Fluorite from floor 10, a Soul Absorber from floor 11, a Talisman from floor 13, which is an auto-revival item, Orbs from floors 14, 16 and 18, the final Fluorite from floor 15, And finally, the Bishamon Ocarina from floor 20, unlocking the Secret Power achievement. After conquering the Dark Realm, Samanosuke revisited the Magic Mirror to upgrade all his herbs into medicine. He also found he'd collected enough souls to upgrade his gauntlet for the second time, significantly increasing his soul absorption speed. With the leftover souls, he transformed his normal arrows into powerful fire arrows. After these preparations, Samanosuke returned to complete the Dark Realm twice more. Achieving an S rank required defeating at least 600 Genma and finishing the game within 3 hours. With time pressing, he hurried to the west area, skipping any fight he could afford to ignore. However, he still had to eliminate certain Genma to save an allied samurai, who rewarded him with bullets for a weapon he would soon acquire. Samanosuke encountered a Genma-locked door, but chose to not open it yet, as there was another important area to visit first, the room with the magic mirror previously seen by Kaede. He unlocked the Genma-locked door there with the Enryu. Beyond the door, he discovered a chest containing medicine, and next to it, a battering ram. Using the ram, he crushed several zombie warriors, earning himself the Roadkill achievement. Samanosuke also discovered another Fluorite near the battering ram. In the next area, he faced a challenging boss fight against 3 Ovasha and a Baguvasha. This battle was particularly tough since, again, he doesn't have much magic available due to the Blunt Sword Sharp Mind achievement. Still, he managed to defeat all the Genma, earning the Axe-ecutioner achievement. In that room, he found the Decorated Sword quest item, additional bullets, and a statue head quest item in a chest next to the door. Now that he has those 2 quest items, he returned to the previously encountered Genma-sealed door and opened it using the Raizan. Inside, he discovered another Oni gauntlet, a decoding book, and a headless statue. Using the statue head he'd found earlier, opened the path to another chest. And right beside the statue, there was another chest containing the Vision Staff. The Vision Staff revealed hidden fluorites by making them sparkle, greatly simplifying his search. And the newly accessible chest contained the Matchlock, his second ranged weapon. Now he could finally use the bullets he'd collected. With nothing else left to gather from the western area, Samanosuke decided to return to the southern courtyard. Once there, he immediately headed towards the only remaining unexplored exit. Suddenly, a group of mantises burst through the doorway. After dealing with them, he used the decorated sword he had obtained earlier to unlock the next area. Samanosuke was immediately ambushed by dark spiders. These were the upgraded versions of the 3 Eyes, but with little time to spare, he ignored them and went directly to another Genma-locked door. Using his newly acquired Matchlock, he lowered a drawbridge, collected additional bullets from a chest, and found a hidden talisman behind a wall scroll. Samanosuke then backtracked and found the final journal of Saimyo, unlocking the Tragic Ending achievement. In this journal, Saimyo explained how to open the gateway to the world of the Genma, indicating that Samanosuke would need a specific bow and arrow. After defeating a few dark-armored demons, Samanosuke entered another room, finding more bullets, another decoding book, and a map of the eastern area, hidden behind another wall scroll. He then proceeded into a tower, found yet more bullets, and started climbing upward. As he was climbing, he defeated several zombie warriors and a dark-armored demon, before discovering another magic jewel in a chest. Using the nearby ladder, he climbed further while evading attacking dark spiders. Along the way, he collected another fluorite, a power jewel, and a soul absorber. Samanosuke then climbed back down the tower. At the bottom, he dispatched the dark-armored demon and unlocked the door using the Shippuu. Now, back outside, Samanosuke avoided all incoming Genma attacks as he followed the winding mountain path. Eventually, he reached a wooden bridge and found a hidden puzzle box behind a waterfall. Opening it, he obtained the Great Armor, unlocking another achievement. He then arrived at a small dock, finding medicine in a chest and the final puzzle box of its kind, unlocking the Demon Language achievement. Inside, there was another magic jewel. He used the magic mirror to transform his bullets into the more powerful burst bullets, then headed down the stairs, discovering another fluorite along the way. Samanosuke then took a boat across the lake to reach a turret on the other side. Inside, he found the Great Bow, a weapon he needed to break the barrier guarding the gate to the Genma world. But it was a trap, and Samanosuke soon found himself surrounded by mantises. Meanwhile, Kaede had also reached the eastern area. She was soon ambushed by mantises as well, but with no time to waste, she fought only long enough to slip past them. Kaede discovered another chest filled with kunai, and entering a nearby building, found yet another fluorite. Behind a statue, she smashed some pots and uncovered the second Apocalypse book, unlocking the Incoming Future achievement. The book described the Genma King and emphasized his importance to their kind. Kaede quickly continued onward, avoiding fights whenever possible. Retracing Samanosuke's steps, she reached the small dock. But since Samanosuke had already taken the boat, Kaede needed another route to the turret. Here, she found more arrows, along with a dark-armored demon and several zombie warriors that blocked her path. She fought through the relentless zombie warriors to make her way forward. In an attic, Kaede found another fluorite and a decoding book hidden behind some crates. Continuing her exploration, she located another decoding book, an herb, and the final fluorite, unlocking the My Precious achievement. Going upstairs, she discovered a puzzle box containing the Decorated Arrow quest item, simultaneously unlocking the Trick and Treat achievement. Kaede then went to a previous room, where she went behind a statue and found the Great Arrow. Picking it up triggered a trap, locking her inside. However, she replaced the Great Arrow with the Decorated Arrow, deactivating the trap and unlocking the chest in front of the statue, which contained the green key. With both the Great Arrow and the green key secured, Kaede now only needed a boat to reach the turret where Samanosuke was trapped. Using the green key, Kaede opened a door, descended a ladder, and found a dock with another small boat, which she took to reach the turret, unlocking the Kaede the Ninja achievement. Kaede saw Samanosuke fighting the mantises, but couldn't open the door to assist him. All she could do was warn him that another powerful monster, Hecuba, the Genma disguised as Servant Nui, was rapidly approaching. Hecuba revealed their plan to kill Yumemaru in front of Princess Yuki, amplifying the power of the Dark Ceremony.
可愛い夢丸が目の前で殺されたら雪姫の悲しみと絶望は極地に達するそれにより生贄の血は旨みを
A battle erupted between Samanosuke and Hecuba. Prepared with his matchlock and soul absorbers, Samanosuke quickly dispatched both Hecuba and the mantises. This victory unlocked the Hecuba achievement. After defeating the Genma, Kaede told Samanosuke that she'd ignited barrels of gunpowder, forcing them to quickly escape the turret. Though they escaped in time, Kaede was gravely injured.
Kaede!
Samanosuke left her safely hidden to recover, and continued alone toward the gateway to the Genma world.
待っていろ、雪姫、姫丸。今助けに来るな。
The gate was close by. He only had to pass through a few more rooms to reach it. Upon arrival, he dispelled the barrier by using the Great Arrow with the Great Bow. Inside the Genma world, Guildenstern awaited Samanosuke. After exchanging threats and taunts, Guildenstern unleashed his ultimate creation against him. It was Marcellus, perhaps resurrected, or another version entirely. But regardless, this battle was significantly harder than before. Even after unleashing all his magical attacks, the best Samanosuke could manage was breaking Marcellus's shield. Without upgraded weapons, his damage was barely noticeable. The only way to defeat Marcellus was by using the Issen. He was the only boss vulnerable to this, but even then, Samanosuke had to use multiple Issens and medicines. Eventually, he succeeded, unlocking the Marcellus Reborn achievement. After defeating Marcellus, Samanosuke returned briefly to retrieve a medicine from a nearby chest, before proceeding deeper into the Genma world. Here he used the Bishamon Ocarina he'd discovered in the lowest level of the Dark Realm. It revealed a hidden room containing the Bishamon Sword, the most powerful weapon in the entire game. This also unlocked the Bishamon Sword achievement. This weapon was extraordinary. Rather than magic, it possessed a devastating attack, capable of instantly eliminating any non-boss enemy. Samanosuke continued down the ramp, effortlessly defeating endless waves of Reynaldos, until reaching the bottom, where he quickly dispatched the Volchiman waiting there and retrieved additional medicine. Finally, the time had come to confront Fortinbras, king of the Genma. Princess Yuki and Yumemaru were already prepared for the dark ritual, but before Samanosuke could rescue them, Fortinbras appeared. Nobunaga was also present, awaiting his moment to join the ceremony. The battle between Samanosuke and Fortinbras commenced. Normally, it would have been a fierce fight, but thanks to the Bishamon sword and the vast supply of talismans and medicine he'd accumulated, Samanosuke focused entirely on the offense, swiftly overpowering Fortinbras. With Fortinbras defeated, Samanosuke unlocked 2 achievements, Fortinbras and Blunt Sword's Sharp Mind. Samanosuke freed Princess Yuki and Yumemaru, but before they could escape, Fortinbras made a final desperate attack. Princess Yuki tried to help, but Kaede intervened, guiding her and Yumemaru to safety. Gravely wounded, Samanosuke's blood activated the Oni Gauntlet, transforming him into an Oni. Empowered by his newfound strength, Samanosuke easily defeated Fortinbras once and for all. After returning to his human form, Samanosuke realized that he still had unfinished business with Nobunaga. Princess Yuki, Yumemaru and Kaede successfully escaped the collapsing Inabayama castle and went on with their lives. However, they never saw Samanosuke again, nor did they discover what became of him. We barely managed to scrape by and meet the criteria for an S rank this run, which unlocked the Pro-nimusha achievement. Now there are only 4 achievements left. For 3 of these, we'll need to reload our last save file and fully upgrade all 3 weapons. Doing so will unlock the Max Swords achievement. Next, we'll use all of the power jewels to unlock Demonic Vitality and all of the magic jewels to get Magic Overload. That leaves just one final achievement, and to get it, we have to beat a minigame accessible from the Start menu. This minigame, Oni Spirits, is extremely challenging. It starts off easy enough, but the difficulty spikes quickly. Some stages took me dozens of attempts to clear, so I'll show you the whole thing, since there's very little room for error. Basically, we need to destroy a certain number of vases before our health runs out. We can use restoratives, if available, to give ourselves extra time. The first stage is pretty straightforward. We just need to kill the zombie warrior, then break the remaining vases at our leisure. We also found an herb in this chest, which will come in handy later. That's it for stage 1. We can destroy the leftover vases if we have time, but there's no benefit other than improving our final score. Stage 2 is also pretty easy, but now there are 2 zombie warriors to defeat. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we need to kill the Genma quickly, because if they destroy vases, those vases won't count for us, potentially leaving us short. We picked up the Raizan from this chest. Magic weapons work exactly as they do in the main game. We found some bullets here, though we haven't found the matchlock yet. Let's destroy the last 2 vases while we still have some health left. Stage 3 is where things start getting tougher. The long-armed demons destroy vases quickly, so we need to take them down fast. Another important thing is, there is no auto-aim in this minigame. If we want to lock on to an enemy, we have to manually hold R1. Anyway, we found the matchlock, so let's finish breaking these vases. It looks like we are short on time. We could use an herb, but there's no need to waste it here. In stage 4, we will again prioritize the Genma. We still have plenty of vases left. Killing Genma usually guarantees a yellow orb drop, so timing these kills strategically is important. We found more bullets here. And this chest has the Enryu. There are fewer spare vases left than I initially thought. The real difficulty spike begins at stage 5. We'll need magic to quickly eliminate these 2 long-armed demons, otherwise we waste too much time and won't have enough vases left. A single magic attack from the Enryu should be enough to defeat each of them. Actually, it seems yellow orb drops aren't guaranteed from these guys. We picked up more bullets and just barely had enough vases to pass. Stage 6 is a bit easier than the previous one. We just need to break all the vases before the zombie warriors can get to them. Stage 7 gave me a lot of trouble. Taking out both long-armed demons before they destroyed too many vases was incredibly tough. The only reliable strategy is to start by using the Enryu's magic attack to knock them down, then grab the Shippuu and finish them off with its magic. And even then, you barely have enough vases left. Stage 8 is much easier. You can pretty much ignore the bazooks and focus on destroying the vases with the Shippuu. We also grabbed some more bullets. Inside this chest is the holy armor, but honestly, it doesn't matter if you equip it. When I said you can ignore the bazooks, you still have to block their attacks, otherwise you lose too much health. Also, the magic attack at the end was a total waste. Moving on to stage 9, we can skip the Onimusha completely and go straight for the vases. You still need to be quick, but there are enough vases here that it shouldn't be too hard to clear the stage. Unfortunately, this means skipping a chest, but if I remember correctly, it only has bullets anyway. Yeah, I didn't have enough time to open it. For stage 10, the easiest method is to use the match lock to shoot the two vases right in front. We do this because approaching the vases causes a pair of 3 eyes to appear, making it incredibly difficult to finish breaking the last few vases while avoiding the Genma. Stage 11 is another tough one. The best tactic I found is using the Raizan's plunging attack on the left 3 eyes first, then using the magic attack on the right one, before returning to finish off the first one. As for the long-armed demon, hit him with another magic attack, and once he's knocked down, quickly finish him off, and then destroy the remaining vases. I prefer to use the Enryu here, because of its wide attack range, making it easy to break multiple vases quickly. As you can see, we barely have enough vases, so it's crucial to defeat the 3 Genma quickly. The final stage mostly depends on how much magic you have left. My approach is to first use the Enryu to clear the initial row of vases, then use its magic attack on the bazoo ahead. After that, switch to the Shippuu and use its magic to destroy as many remaining vases as possible. With stage 12 cleared, we've unlocked the final achievement, Holy Ground. And with that, we've officially mastered Onimusha Warlords. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button, and if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel.